President Mnangagwa says senior ZANU-PF members must ensure the preservation of the country's identity as the party steers government towards modernization. He was addressing the party's 129th ordinary session of the Central Committee at the party's headquarters in Harare today. The Central Committee meeting and the Politburo meeting held yesterday precede the ZANU-PF National Conference that is scheduled for Bulawayo from tomorrow, running under the theme Industrialize and Modernize towards the attainment of Vision 2030.
It's a few hours before all roads lead to Bulawayo, with the conference focus centering on modernization and industrialization. The party's leader urged members not to lose the Zimbabwean identity.
As we modernize and industrialize, however, let us never lose sight of our culture and identity as Zimbabweans. This is the core of who we are. Our people should learn from other nations, but our distinct identity must remain intact as Zimbabweans.
Over the last few years, Zimbabwe has been on a drive to encourage production of goods and services from its tertiary institutions through the Education 5.0 model. The first secretary of ZANU-PF affirmed his government's commitment to finding local solutions to Zimbabwe's needs.
The young people of our country, from primary education right up to tertiary level, are making great strides in embracing our clarion call as outlined in the Heritage-Based Education 5.0 model. ZANU-PF will continue to facilitate the development of local solutions and products to propel the growth of all sectors of our economy ourselves.
The Central Committee meeting also received reports of activities of various departments of the party.
Today's meeting will receive an update report on activities of the commissariat department and the state of the party structures. The progress made on the restructuring exercise is pleasing in some provinces, while others need to do more to increase the pace of concluding the exercise.
President Mnangagwa is scheduled to address the party's national conference in Bulawayo tomorrow. Sharon Munjenjema for ZTN News at the ZANU-PF headquarters, Harare.
Now, delegates for the ZANU-PF conference are expected to arrive in Bulawayo on Thursday. Andile Chuma now joins us from the City of Kings to give us the latest on preparations. Andile, good evening. Can you just please take us through the conference activities on Bulawayo ahead of the expected arrival of many of the delegates on Thursday?
Well, good evening and thank you very much. The city of Bulawayo is very busy. There is increased human and vehicular traffic in the central business district. We are currently at the Zimbabwe International Exhibition Center, where we are on day 2 of the annual ZANU-PF National People's Conference. So ongoing at the moment, which is the main highlight, as the main activities have been in Harare so far. We have the Business Expo 2024, where various businesses are exhibiting. So exhibition space had run out. It was fully subscribed, so there's been some spillover with some exhibitors having to be accommodated outside in some tents. So it's ongoing, and we have been talking to some business people who are excited to be here, and we've also been to some local hotels. They are also fully booked, and people now have to resort to some nearby lodges for accommodation. Delegates continue to arrive, and we were at the ZANU-PF provincial headquarters today at the Davis Hall, just on the outskirts of the central business district, and we observed some people going through the accreditation process as delegates prepare for the main days, which will be Thursday and Friday, where we expect President Emmerson Mnangagwa, who's also the first secretary of ZANU-PF, to officially open this year's national conference.
Andile, how significant is this edition of the ZANU-PF Annual National People's Conference for the city of Blayo?
Well, this is a very significant event for Blayo. Blayo will be hosting the annual National People's Conference for the third time since they hosted the first in 1995, which was the second conference actually after the first ever conference was held in 1994. So Blayo held its first one in 1995, and then they went on to hold the second in 2011. So this becomes the third edition being hosted by Blayo province. So obviously party officials, party delegates, all ZANU-PF supporters in Blayo province are excited about this event, and this is the significance that it holds. And it also holds much significance if we consider the fact that this will be the first time that the province is hosting this esteemed conference in the Second Republic, since the first conference, the last conference was held in 2011, and that was in the First Republic. So this being the first one under the leadership of President Mnangagwa, it's going to be quite a significant event in the party's calendar for Blayo province.
Konapo ipapo ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.